So hello, my name is Fiona Cummings, Fiona like the princess in Shrek, and you can probably tell from my accent that I actually grew up in England, in a place in southwest London close to Wimbledon tennis, if you ever watch that. And I was a very dedicated girl guide in the UK. Guides are the equivalent of Girl Scouts in the USA. I was a brownie, a girl guide and a ranger. And I had, and I maybe still have, the distinction of being the youngest girl guide to get her Queen's Guide ever. And a Queen's Guide is basically equivalent to the Gold Award that we have over here. My daughter was also involved in Girl Scouting in this country, right from kindergarten through to 12th grade. And I was very involved in her troop too, both as a counsellor, a badge and patch counsellor, and helped to organise and go on trips. My best recollection of that, in fact I think the whole troop's best recollection, is going on a sort of high adventure, if you're familiar with the Boy Scout term, to Colorado, where we did some really fun things like whitewater rafting and canoeing and riding and zip lining and high ropes and arts and crafts and swimming and lassoing. And it's certainly a memory that she and I cherish, and I think it helped form the girls into some of the young leaders that they've become today. I am also familiar with the Boy Scouts. I have an older boy who went through the Boy Scout program and a boy who's currently in Boy Scouts, and I'm actually the committee chair of a troop where I live, where my youngest boy is a scout. And I think this is going to be very helpful as we move the agenda of the Girl Scouts of Northern Illinois forward, because we already have quite a close relationship with the Boy Scouts here, and I think knowing both organisations will allow us to focus on what we can learn from each other, what we can do together and how we can improve. So going back to England, I haven't actually lived there for about nearly 30 years. I joined BP straight after university, where I studied French and Spanish. And BP pretty much had me moving around the world, mostly Europe. I think this is the 7th country that I've lived in. And I came to the US in 2000 when BP and Amoco merged. I left BP in 2010 and went back to school. I went to the University of Illinois at Chicago to get a certificate in non-profit management. And then I was very involved in non-profits in my local community, both as a board member, as a leader of some non-profits, and as a volunteer member of organisations where my children were active. And I have to say to you that what I learnt from that was that volunteers are the keystone of our community, and it's a hard job. Sometimes it's a thankless job, but often it's very rewarding, both for the volunteer and for the people who are being helped. And I just want to thank all the volunteers we have already for the wonderful job you do in helping our organisation, because without you we are nothing. So now I'm the new CEO. I've been the CEO for about 9 days. I've got to meet some people already. I've got to meet all of my staff, and I've been to some of our properties. I've met some community leaders already. There are still some things that I cannot wait to do. The first one is to get out into the community and meet girls who are Girl Scouts, parents, volunteers, and hopefully potential Girl Scouts and potential volunteers as well. Because I would really like to hear from all of you what we're doing well as a council, what we need to improve as a council, what ideas you have, particularly for making our camps a more enjoyable place and with better programs. Because everybody I've talked to so far has said, we would love to go camping, but we have a problem. And it could be that people can't get the time off work, they can't leave their families, they find that the programming isn't what they need, or many people have said, we've had a great time, we'd like to go again and do something different. So I'd love your views about what we're doing well and what we need to improve on. The other thing I can't wait to do is get out and meet business and community leaders. We impact our communities in many, many ways, good ways of course, and we hope that these business and community leaders will be able to help us with resources like money, time, ideas and energy as well. So I'm very much looking forward to working with you all and meeting all of you. You can contact me directly. My email is on the website, or it's fcummings@girlscoutsni.org. I really mean it when I say I would like to hear from you and meet you soon, and I hope to see you very soon. And hasta luego for all our current Hispanic members and future members. I'm looking forward to meeting you especially. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.